watch radio happen before your very eyes at theboneonline.com. Also, I think the Facebook thing is still happening. And by the Facebook thing, I don't mean just Facebook in general. I'm not that old. I mean that somehow our broadcasts are being posted to Facebook so you can watch along there and leave comments like people tend to do, which is nice. Yep, there's me. I see me and Maurice with them guns.
Facts to rest on you.
We welcome you to join us in conversation. It's a lot more fun when our homies can have some. 800-771-1025. Just looking to make sure I sent the Monday breakdown, which I did not, and I now did. Rectified.
I was looking for that.
Found it. Hit us up on the social media. He is Cat Named Mo, and I am Drew Garabo on Instagram. On Twitter X, it is A Cat Named Mo and at Drew on the radio. So, let's see. I'm not going to give you an exhaustive breakdown of the weekend because there's not that much interesting stuff that happened. However, I just have to say, we are so blessed in Florida to have some indigenous cuisine that is outstanding. The Florida key lime pie, excellent. And the blackened grouper sandwich is just, in my opinion, the creme de la creme. Doesn't get any better than that. And yesterday, I concluded a round of golf, rain delayed at that, at Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. Shout out to my good buddy, Sergeant Adam Flynn, getting surgery this week. Hope everything goes well. I look forward to your new gender. Just kidding. He's getting elbow surgery. And so when we were done, firstly, I didn't see that the gentleman had read or responded to my message on Facebook. If your name is Seth M and you own Apex Cuttable and Printable Designs and Embroidery, you left your ATM card in a Shell station yesterday. And I, fortunately for you, I happened to be the next man to fill up my car there, and I gave the ATM card to the guy behind the counter. So hopefully you picked it up by now, but just in case.
How long after you lose your ATM card do you call in and cancel it, and it's a moot point if someone turns it in? Great question.
So on the Achieva Credit Union app, proud sponsor of our show, you can pause your ATM card. So that's what I'll do. Like if I can't find it, I'll pause my ATM card so no one can use it. And then 9 times out of 10, I'll remember where I left it, go find it, unpause it. I love bars that will scan your card and then hand it back to you now.
I do too. I've always liked that.
Yeah, because like holding on to my card, how many times do you get home and go, left my card at Castle?
And one time, and it's where when you forget you can lock it and you cancel it, and then you're driving somewhere, you go, I put it in my jeans pocket that I was wearing. And you get home, and you go, please don't be there. Please don't be there. You go, F.
Screwed myself again. So, get done golfing with Adam. He's such a great dude, like a fascinating human being, served our country, and does an amazing job at Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. If you've got the money, join out there. It is an incredible facility, gorgeous. And so I'm on that side of town, and I'm hungry, and I'm thinking to myself, look, I am a person who doesn't just eat. Like I love food. I love different kinds of food. I love treating myself to a nice meal. I also am disgusted by my physique, so I'm trying to make healthier choices, but I don't always do that. And so I was out in the Pasadena Gulfport area, and I remembered that in 2023, St. Patrick's Day, John Senning and I were doing a street party in Gulfport, and the guy who owns O'Maddy's, I'm sorry that I don't remember the gentleman's name, But the gentleman who owns O'Matty's came up and brought us his black and grouper sandwiches, or his grouper Reuben, I don't remember which. And I was just so smitten with it that I was like, I'm near Gulfport. Could do Stella's for brunch, delicious. But at brunch by yourself, like what is brunch by yourself? Just a
lonely, sad,
pathetic pursuit, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, all right, well, Pia's Trattoria. What is a nice Italian meal by yourself? Also pathetic and sad. I thought, I'm just gonna go by O'Matty's. If the food gods are smiling upon me, I will find a parking space close by. So I swing by, boom, parking space right out in front of the place. I said, food gods want me to have a black and grouper sandwich. And I had an incredible black and grouper sandwich, cucumber salad as a side, a very overlooked, underrated side, because the French fries. And I was disgusted with myself because the day before, we went to Portillo's after Busch Gardens. I'm getting ahead of myself. So on Saturday, we were going to, after I judged the Cuban sandwich eating contest at J.C. Newman Cigar Factory, and thank you very much to Tiffany and everybody who had me out there. And Tiffany, thank you very much for the edible arrangement. That was very nice. You didn't have to do that, but what a sweet thing to come into work too. And so I got done with that. My girlfriend, Sarah, her 13-year-old daughter, Julia, and some boy who wishes to win the heart of Julia came out and met me at the Founders Day event at J.C. Newman, and we were all going to go to Busch Gardens together to go see Third Eye Blind. I love Third Eye Blind. Great band. So they meet me out there. We posse up. I don't know what was going on with Busch Gardens on Saturday afternoon. There have been a few times when I've gone to walk groups in there with my ambassador pass on the weekends when parking, like there has been a line of cars from the corner of McKinley and Busch a mile down Busch Boulevard. That was not the case. We just zoomed right down Busch, took a left on McKinley, but as soon as you turn left on McKinley, there was just a mass of cars. I'm talking like LA rush hour mass of cars. And they didn't have the option to go into the right turn lanes to park at Busch Gardens. They had that lane cordoned off with a barricade. So Busch Gardens was so full that they were having people park at Adventure Island and shuttling people over. And if you've ever done that before, you know that can be quite the cluster bang. So we're stuck. I'm going to say it was between 30 and 45 minutes stuck on McKinley. No one is moving while all of these cars try to figure out how to get into the parking area. Thankfully, some lady, and I pray that you're listening to the show, ma'am, this lady gets out of her car and moves the barricade herself. She can see that, like, they're starting to reopen the parking gates at Busch Gardens.
Okay.
So she gets out of her car and moves the barricades, and cars start going in. Like, what a hero.
I ain't mad at her.
Me either. What a damn hero. And so she does that. But while we were stuck in traffic, Sarah's got music on. And I'm shotgun. Sarah's driving. Kids are in the back seat. And, this kid seems nice enough. Biggie comes on. Okay? Who doesn't love Biggie, right? Like, he's on the Mount Rushmore of dead rappers. You know what I mean? Like, everyone loves the Notorious B.I.G.
East Coast representing.
Except for this kid.
Oh.
This kid pipes up with, is this Biggie? Yeah, it's Biggie, you idiot. It's Juicy. Who else would do Biggie? Yeah, that's him. He's trash. Look, Chris.
How old's the kid?
He's 13.
Okay.
And so I'm just like, I'm trying to remind myself to be on my best behavior because I guess Jewel Bro seems to like this guy. But still, that is an egregious offense to a fan of hip hop. Like you would have no whatever the hell you're listening to if it wasn't for the pioneers. And so I'm like, okay, don't say anything. He's a kid.
Got to.
But I'm like,
it's Biggie. Big Papa, Drew.
Right.
It's Big Papa.
Right. So I'm sitting there and I'm just very well. And like, if you don't know, now you know. And he goes, what's the next word? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know about this kid. I don't know about this kid at all. And then I guess Sarah had some sort of hip-hop station on. Kid Cudi comes on. I got nothing against Kid Cudi. I got nothing for Kid Cudi. He seems like a creative dude. And the kid goes, he's gay. I don't listen to him anymore because he's gay. and I'm just thinking to myself, man, just don't eviscerate this kid.
He's the king of hot takes.
This kid's got like music hot takes for days. Just let him be ignorant. And so I think one other thing happened. Maybe it was Kendrick, and I think he said something about Kendrick. Like Kendrick was trash.
Now you got to kick him out the car.
Well, that's when I said out loud, this kid sucks. And then I realized I had said it out loud, and I'm like, oh, man, I probably shouldn't have said that. So then we go to Busch Gardens, and everything's fine. The kids are riding roller coasters. I guess the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were also at Busch Gardens, so that was the explanation for the crowds. There was Third Eye Blind plus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, a whole lot going on. And as the park shifts from daytime hours to food and wine festival hours, they close their food service places. So the only thing available to eat is the food and wine stuff. And that's not exactly the kid friendliest.
No.
And the kids are hungry. We're all hungry. It's like an hour and a half until Third Eye Blind comes on. I'm like, let's just go. We'll get something to eat nearby. Go to Portillo's. And that's when I realized I hit rock bottom from a dietary perspective because I don't know if you've been to Portillo's. There's not a lot healthy there. They don't serve a lot of salads. And Portillo's will always have a special place in my heart because they helped me stay alive during my my cancer treatment. I had to fast for hours for a bone marrow biopsy where they stick a long needle into your hip. And then when I unfasted, we got a giant big beef soaked in the gravy, and it was magical. But that was when I had lost about 40 pounds because of chemo. Well, guess who found that 40 pounds again? Me. And so I ate half.
It's always in you, Drew.
It is. It was there all along. I just had to untap it.
Yep.
And I did, and I ate half of that big beef sandwich, and I thought, you disgusting fat pig. And so now I'm back. Remember everything I said about last week? Like nothing, all food tastes as good as skinny feels. I got to backtrack on that.
Do you now?
Yeah, I do. I got to get back on. I got to get back on board with salads and lean proteins and whatnot. So it was like a rock bottom moment at Portillo's, and then we said goodbye. And he seems like a nice enough kid. It's just. I didn't know what I should say, if anything. It's not for me to defend Biggie Smalls. The man's dead. But still, I felt like I should have somehow corrected his young, juvenile, immature musical opinions. I just didn't know how to do so without embarrassing myself or Jewel Bro or him. So I just shut up for the most part. But who says Biggie's trash? Who?
Uninformed people.
Thank you. Thank you, Maurice.
Was he saying who was gay?
Kid Cudi.
Now, was that homophobic, or is Kid Cudi actually gay, or was he using gay in the he's gay way?
Is Kid Cudi gay?
Now that's more problematic.
Kid Cudi's sexuality is not explicitly stated, and he hasn't publicly declared whether he's gay or not. While a coming out scene and kiss between Cudi's character and a male friend were originally in the script for a film he was in, it was ultimately removed from the final cut. Cudi has not publicly discussed his sexuality, so it remains unclear whether he's gay or not. But it doesn't matter. Gay, not gay, night and day and night. That's a kick-ass song. The Lonely Stoner starts. He's creative. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, what's up, man? T-Bone.
Hey, how you doing, dude? Hey, turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Sorry. We should have started playing Kid Mello to see what his hot take was on that.
What's Kid Mello?
The kid who got accosted on the boat.
What? Huh? What? What?
The kid from the
bro?
Yeah, the bro guy. Apparently,
he's a rapper.
I thought we talked
Kid
about
Mello.
that he was a rapper. Yeah.
Great call, T-Bone. Thanks for starting off the week. Hello, who are you?
Hey, I was just curious. What
makes you think the proteins you should be eating should be lean? Who gave you that propaganda?
Your mom did when I was dining on her last night. She was like, if you like that roast beef, you should try some lean roast beef with these big-ass flappy lips I got down there.
Beef is one of the healthiest things in the world you could possibly eat.
Your mom is one of the biggest, healthiest things in the world I could possibly eat.
Yeah, you do fall for a lot of propaganda.
You fall for a lot of propaganda. What makes your propaganda any worse than my propaganda
Well,
or better than my propaganda? What makes you think you know more than I do?
I've been listening to you for years, and you're
Well,
very
you're an
smart.
idiot then. What are you doing listening to this radio program? You already shot your credibility right to hell.
You're very quick with words, and you're
Thank
very
you.
sharp, and you're very.
Thank you. You just say that to begin with, Negro.
I think there was more.
There was nothing, no.
I thought I heard a butt in there, but
No, there was no but. That's all he wanted to say.
Oh, okay.
Lead with that next time, homie. Hello there, Drew Grabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew, you need to make it your life's mission to get Sarah's daughter to get a wallet chain from this kid so you can get the one that your kid gave to that one girl back.
I hate talk radio callers so much. I wish it was more difficult to call the show. I wish we had 20-digit dialing.
It is a little bit easy.
God. Take us off speed dial. Everyone who's got us on speed dial, take us off speed dial right now. You should have to jump through more hoops. I think I've changed my mind. I want a phone screener. Keep these people out. But seriously, sir, the wallet chain was fun. That was a fun little bit that my son, when he was 13, which I guess was about 8-9 years ago, came to me at 9:15 at night, said, Dad, this girl I like, Virginia, her birthday's tomorrow, and I want to get her a wallet chain. So where do you propose we do that, and how are you going to pay for it? So I was hoping you could help me out with that. So we went to Walmart, Wally World, at friggin' 9:15, 9:30 on a weekday night so we could get this girl a friggin' wallet chain. And guess what? The relationship didn't even last. Hello.
Good afternoon, Drew and Mo.
Gross. Hey, CJ, how you doing? It's good to hear your awesome voice again.
All right. Well, no, but you know what, Drew? I just want to tell you, I understand exactly what you just said about the bone marrow and having that done.
You understand what I said when I said I had to get a procedure? I hope you did. I used small words. Like I can understand where you would understand that. Yeah.
No, so I had it done too.
Oh.
And it was extremely painful.
The bone marrow biopsy?
Extremely painful. Yeah, it was for my back, it was awful. The worst procedure I've ever gone through my life.
I mean, you were anesthetized.
No.
Anesthetized.
And thank you, Mo.
No anesthesia.
Okay, then there's no way. I'm sorry. I'm not calling you a liar, but you are fibbing through your teeth if you tell me that you got a bone marrow biopsy with no anesthesia. You're telling me they stuck an enormous needle into the bone marrow of your hip with no anesthesia? Yeah. There is no way in hell.
In the back, local anesthesia.
Can you
and it still hurt like hell.
Get a bone marrow biopsy? I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just thinking that you're not telling the truth. Marrow biopsy with no anesthesia. Let's see. Yes, a bone marrow biopsy can often be done with only local anesthesia, which numbs the area where the needle will be inserted. However, some individuals may choose or be recommended to have additional pain relief, such as sedation. Dude, if you are a freaking warhorse, CJ, if you got that with no anesthesia, because it's a big ass needle. The second pain pill in my life that I've ever been given, they gave me a prescription for that because they said I would need to take it after everything had worn off, because it was that they go that deep into your bone marrow.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor dear. I remember the anesthesiologist looking at me. He's like, all right, I want you to count down from 5. And I had already kind of ragged on the dude because he said the wrong artist. Like, we were listening to Tina Turner, and he had said, well, I bet you didn't think you were going to be hearing Whitney Houston or something like that. And I was like, wait, what? Bro, this is Tina Turner.
Going under while you find out your doctor's a racist.
Right. They all sound alike. And so he goes, all right, I'm going to put you out, count backwards from 5. I go, all right, 5, 4, And he puts his face right close to mine. He goes, LOD, brother. And I go, wait, are you?
LOD, brother.
And when I woke up, I'm like, oh, my God, what if, like, he wasn't a fan of the show? What if he knew who I was? And
Or what if your pants were down?
you know, whatever you got to do. Hello, how may I help you today? It's Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, my name's Eric.
Hi, Eric. How we doing today, pal?
Hey. All right, so I was at the VA the other day, and I just wanted to say I had my, nether region, my testes, to put it best, ultrasound of them done.
Is that putting it best? Testes is putting it best? You could come up with a number of things that are best. Family jewels, gonads, your boys, your nards. There's a lot of better things to say than testes.
Wobblers.
That's a good one.
Wobblers,
Grapes.
I like that one.
Grapes or grapefruits if you got some big ones.
I could say prunes, yeah.
There you go.
That's nice. But, so they did it, and it was kind of uncomfortable, I have to say.
Are you saying,
it was a little weird.
Are you saying it was uncomfortable to have another man juggling your coulions? That was uncomfortable for you?
They didn't quite juggle them, but it was just like more of a, they grope it and then just kind of like move it around. Like, it just sucked. But
what'd you want them to do? Do you want them to nudge it with their nose? Like, what are you like? What were you looking for to get out of the situation, my man? It's a medical procedure. Pour you a glass of white Zin. Put on a little Kenny G.
Some Pinot Grigio. Loosen me up a little bit.
There you go.
But I didn't want any anesthesia or anything, so
for them to fondle your nards, why would they give you anesthesia? They're just groping your genitals, bro. You don't need anesthesia for that.
Yeah. Hey, luckily it wasn't a dude. It was actually like an older woman, which was kind of nice.
Oh, all right.
So the end of the story was good.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, what is the point of the story? I suppose. Like, does this call have a mission statement to it?
Well, get checked out because you never know.
Are you telling someone who went through 4 rounds of chemotherapy, 2 bone marrow transplants, and beat testicular cancer to get checked out because you never know? Is that what you're telling me?
Not you. No, I'm just telling you.
That's who you're talking to.
Oh. Whoops.
But on serious tip, if there is something to take out of that phone call, yes. If you do feel something down there that is out of the ordinary, definitely get checked out. It is worth your time. It might be awkward. No one likes to do it. I mean, the urologist is like, all right, take your pants down. And you're like, okay, here you go. And then put on a little glove. They're like, yeah, you're going to need an ultrasound. Hello there, who are you? The ultrasound feels weird, too, because they put that weird gel on there, and then they're, like, moving that little machine, and you're looking at the lady doing it, like, trying to read the expression on her face, like, ooh, is that good? Is she concerned? What does that look? Hello, who are you? From the 863 Grady Country. Hello?
Yeah, Drew.
Sir.
Yeah, this is Jim again.
Jim again? When was Jim the first time?
Northport to Lehigh every morning.
I remember you. What's up, Jim? How we doing?
All right. You were talking about that bone marrow biopsy, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I had one about a couple months ago, and I just remember laying down on my stomach, and they said, count back to 10, and next thing I know, I'm in the recovery room.
That's the way they like to do it, which is great because, like, you think you're going to get all the way down to 1, and then something's going to happen, and then you get, like 10, 9, 8. It's great.
I don't remember anything about it.
Good. You don't want to. Trust me. I imagine we could do a very interesting phoner about people who have awakened during medical procedures. And, man, that would be no fun.
Yeah, right.
Like, I remember waking up during my wisdom teeth extraction. I was 14 years old. And I don't know if the anesthesia wore off. I don't know, like, if I was supposed to wake up or whatever. But I remember waking up and looking down, and there was just blood and tooth enamel everywhere. And then I just went right back out. But that feeling of waking up, man, those wisdom teeth, that was you still have your wisdom teeth?
No, I had all 4 removed at once. Yeah.
Same. Oh, brutal procedure. I saw on the Facebook, the Bone Facebook page, someone asked what the song was to start off the show. Today it was Silver Sun Pickups. The song was Lazy Eye. 99.9% of the time we use a different song every day. Sometimes I repeat. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, buddy. Mike, pleasure to speak with you today. What's happening?
Pleasure. I just wanted to share some experience. I also am a cancer survivor.
Hell yeah, dog.
NHL. I did get my bone marrow biopsy done with nothing but a shot of Novocaine. It was pretty awful. I can't think of anything else to compare it to, and I've been through some pretty nasty stuff. That was a rough ride.
May I ask why? Did you ask them why they opted to do it with no anesthesia? Because that is a barbaric procedure.
Well, I chose to shoot a lot of heroin when I was a young man, so at the time I had a big no pain medicine allowed, and I enjoyed the entire 11 and a half months of chemotherapy, multiple procedures,
Fun.
the whole nine with no narcs.
Damn.
Que sera,
Well, I mean, here you are to tell about it, which is amazing. And so the fear for them would have been like if they gave you anything that was a narcotic that you would relapse and become an addict again. Is that?
Well, you don't really ever stop being an addict. It's like you're always one, and it kind of hangs around like for the rest of your life. So they just didn't want to reactivate the symptoms, I guess. The outward symptoms, all that the wreckage that comes along with it.
Please tell me this is none of my business if it is none of my business, but do you find that through your medical journey, emerging on the other side of it victorious thus far, are you more or less likely to use narcotics again?
It doesn't really have much of a pull either way, to be honest with you. I mean, success is success and failure is failure. If I do that on any given day, it's a failure. So continue to succeed.
Yeah, dude, keep succeeding, man. Thank you very much for the call, and congrats on winning the fight for your life, man. It's a great fight to win.
Same to you, my man. Have a good day.
Appreciate you, homie. I would just wonder, I guess there's one school of thought of I beat this thing, so I want to make great choices for the rest of my life and stay alive a lot longer. And then there's the other way of, damn, I beat cancer. I might as well start using heroin again.
Just to taste, Drew.
Right. Like what if I quit heroin and I got friggin' cancer. I'm going to beat cancer so I can start doing heroin again.
It's a brand new life. You've never done heroin on this side.
Right. In fact, you know what? Because of his call, I'm considering starting smack myself. I find myself with a lot of spare time, and a lot of these meetings that we have at work, I find it would be a lot more pleasant if I were to nod off and drool on myself in the middle of the meeting. So might as well start. I just don't like needles. I would have I'd have to smoke it and chase the dragon that way. Because I will be honest with you, Pulp Fiction romanticized heroin for me.
A little bit, but I could never do a drug that required a needle.
Yeah, no, same. But that scene when John Travolta is driving his badass car, and he's going to pick up Uma Thurman, and they're playing that heroin song. Which was the heroin song? Stand By. I think it's this one right here. Nope. This one right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Travolta's driving that badass ride to go pick up Mia Wallace. Gets out the spoon, puts the heroin in the spoon, lights it on fire, and then you soak it up with a little cotton ball thingy and inject the needle into that cotton thingy and draw it back.
You understand, though, if you don't have Travolta's hair, it's really not going to look that cool.
Yeah, I don't want to be a shaved head, sickly-looking junkie. I want to be like a cool-looking, long hair, wearing a black and white suit.
The beauty of a junkie relies largely in part on the hair.
If you learn anything from today's program, learn that the beauty of a junkie relies primarily on the hair. I was just surprised he had such an appetite. I don't know anything about what it's like to be on heroin, but the fact that he ate a burger or steak in front of Uma, I was like, oh. Because, some drugs, psychedelics, eating will really mess up your situation. You start thinking about, if you're eating a burger, you're like, how many cows had to die so I could eat this? And then stimulants like MDMA, you are just not hungry. You could go 2 days without eating. Heroin looks cool. All right. Hang tight. 771-1025 is our number. Phenomenal story I read on the Daily Mail about the way a mom is teaching her tweens fiscal responsibility. Makes me rethink the way we treat kids and their rooms. Taja Ashaka went viral on TikTok after she broke down her kids' sleeping setup. And we'll get into it next on Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, there's accident activity along the southbound frontage road of US 19 at Bryan Dairy. Volume is stacking up along northbound I-275 heading toward downtown St. Pete, but we've actually seen conditions worse this time of the afternoon. Traffic on the Howard Franklin toward Tampa has been pretty typical, and northbound I-275 stays pretty sluggish on through the interchange. You'll also have plenty of company traveling toward downtown on the Summit Expressway from Gandy Boulevard. This is Jim with traffic.
This traffic report is brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting Florida homes and providing affordable roofing solutions. Check them out at universalroof.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health, better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinic's pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high-pressure upselling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low T care, go to C4MH.com.
Sometimes the easy route is not the best route. If you're at a home improvement store and decide to get a quote on replacement windows or doors, this might seem like you can save some time and money. But think this through. Why would you get your windows from a place that doesn't specialize in windows and doors? That's why you need to call my friends at WeatherTight Windows. This is all they do. They do it right. Call my buddy WeatherTight Mike and save yourself some hassle.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
John Senning here for Wild Fork. It was another Wild Fork weekend at the Senning household. I had a bunch of friends over. Taco night. It had to be the chimichurri skirt steak. I also did some grouper fillets for some fish tacos as well. Whether you're looking for rare exotic meats from rabbit, yak, ostrich, bison, and more, or you just want to get some high-quality chicken, ground beef, and steaks for the family, Wild Fork is your go-to. With locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg, you got to check them out today. You can also visit wildforkfoods.com.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. Power bills just went up again, and guess what? They're not coming back down. But at Solar Bear, they've got a better way. Go solar now and get your first 12 months completely free. That is right, no power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is locally owned, going 10 years strong, and trusted by thousands with 5-star reviews across the state of Florida. Don't keep renting your power. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your energy without the rate hikes.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
O'Reilly.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Metallica's No Repeat M72 Tour invades Raymond James Stadium June 6th and 8th. 2 shows, no repeats. Catch Metallica with Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills on Friday night, and then Sunday night with Pantera and Suicidal Tendencies. Metallica, no repeat weekend. Win tickets at theboneonline.com.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's meteorologist Valerie Mills. Most of us will remain dry the next couple of days with only a few isolated storms for inland areas during the late afternoon and evening hours as the sea breeze gets going. Otherwise, we remain partly cloudy, warm, and rather humid with a low of 70 tonight, a high of 91 on Tuesday, with more impressive storm chances returning late in the week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from, that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. Yeah. And to all my peoples in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. Shake it. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke?
I guess a better way to handle it would have been to ask this young man, potential suitor for my girlfriend's daughter, all right, Biggie's trash, Kid Cudi's gay, Kendrick is trash. What do you like, son?
I'd certainly been curious.
Well, if there is a second date, that's a big if, Junior. If there is a second date,
And if you don't know, now you know.
I'll ask him. All right. Who's not trash? Because I can't remember what I watched a freestyle this past week. It was either by Da Baby or Lil Baby, and I don't remember which one, but I was blown away at how good the guy was. Probably Da Baby, but it might have. Why does there have to be a Da Baby and a Little Baby? So many babies.
Separate
Let's
the babies.
Da Baby freestyles over Kendrick's Squabble Up. Yeah, it was Da Baby. And I think he swears. There's this dude named Justin Credible, which is a cool name. And here we go.
Ooh,
so obviously he's going to swear.
Doesn't sound like a baby to me.
No, and I was totally unfamiliar with the dude until he started doing this freestyle. And I'm like, man, this guy really spits. So maybe Lil Baby is trash, and maybe Duh Baby is not. IDK. I think it might be time to start looking at how we get our kids ready for adulthood. Somewhere between what my parents did, which was let us live free until 18, and what this mom is doing, which is charging her tweens rent and turning their rooms into apartments. Like, she has taken their home and turned it into an apartment complex. If they are late with the rent, they have to pay a late fee. Taja Ashaka went viral on TikTok after she broke down her kids' sleeping setup. She revealed that she had turned their bedrooms into mini apartments, explaining that she makes them pay rent every week. And if they're late, even a minute late, they get charged extra. She does random inspections to make sure their apartments are clean enough. And if they're not up to standard, they're hit with more penalties. I got to be honest with you. I think I kind of love this. It does get you ready for real life.
It does that.
Because look, when we don't get charged anything, you're not ready to move out on your own. You have no idea what it's going to be like. Like, I love my parents. They did an incredible job with my sister and me. They raised us both to adulthood. We somehow made responsible citizens out of ourselves with our parents' help. But we were able to live there rent-free well into my 19th year. And then again, when I was 21, I had to move back in because I ran out of money. Had my parents done what a lot of parents do, which is charge the kid rent, but then hold it in an account, and then you give the kid back the money that you took from them plus interest, I think that's a great way to go. And I can't believe I'm even saying this because 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I would have said, you're crazy. But with rent being as expensive as it is right now, I think you might be doing your kid a favor if you charge them rent and obviously give them the money back when they're going to move out.
Well, yeah, I was hoping that would be the case. Are you not allowing a kid to be a kid, though, if you're making them worry about paying rent?
That is something that I wondered as well. So this lady's tween kids each have a doorbell and mailbox so that they stop barging in on each other. They respect each other's privacy. The mailbox, according to the mom, is so she can give them eviction notices if they don't pay their rent on time, inspection notices to see if the room is clean, or just little I love you notices. Turn their bedroom into their first apartment, Taja captioned on the TikTok. Doorbells, mailboxes, and rent due every Friday. Welcome to the real world, little tenants. 800-771-1025.
You know how the way you are in one respect can correlate to the way you are in another?
Yep.
I bet this woman is a joy to have sex with. An absolute joy.
Dude, she keeps like a little a score sheet at the end of it. Like, oh, well, you gave me 1.5 orgasms.
Oh, man.
I want to hear from parents who out there who charge their kids rent, or kids who were charged rent as a kid and now you grew up. Because there's a big dry erase board, kids' bills due Friday, 9 p.m. Rent, $5 per week. Utilities, gas, water, and lights, $5 per week. Then they got like first late notice, second late notice, third late notice.
Does it say how old they were when she began this?
Just says tweens.
Tweens. Okay.
So like 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, it's Mike. How you doing?
Good, Mike. By the way, Mike, they've got a big checklist, too, where it's like location inspected, failure to comply equals phone loss for 24 hours, bed is made neatly, clothes are folded or hung up.
I got no problem with any of that.
Man, that is awesome.
None of
God,
that.
I wish I could go back in time and do this with my son. What's going on, Mike? What can we do for you, buddy?
Yeah, I like everything you're talking about. I have a son who's 18, and we enjoy having him at home. And I am glad for you that your son stayed at home as long as he did, just for that companionship and bonding, and for you to be able to just have confidence. How he was doing 24/7, at least, or while he was under your roof. And I've told my son, hey, you're welcome to stay with us as long as you like, and we'll give you the freedom you like, your freedom you need. But I like this concept of having a fee every week. And I like the weekly aspect because if it's monthly, sometimes maybe it's not on their mind. But if it's weekly, I like the weekly aspect of it. I like the dry erase board, present. So that because if you mess up at your first apartment, that can affect your credit pretty bad. It can affect you getting into your next apartment.
Absolutely. And thank you for the call. Yeah, with my son's place, one of the kids, let me see if I've got this right. One of his roommates had used the wrong credit card to put the rent on for the first month, and it got declined. So they lost their ability to pay their rent by credit card, and now they got to pay cash every month. So somebody's got to go down to the Amscot or whatever, get a money order, and it's a pain in the ass. And you don't want one minor mistake at 18 to haunt you for the rest of your freaking life, 800-771-1025. Drew Garabo Live, who are you?
What's up? It's Chris.
What's up, Chris? How you doing today, man?
Doing good. Just driving home from work.
Hell yeah.
So I was going to say, I'm a single dad. I have twin girls, and they're 16 now. But when they were tweens, I did something similar. I mean, if you're going to charge them rent, you got to give them the option to earn the money because obviously they can't go out and get jobs. So I just did simple like weekly chores. So they had their dry erase board with their chores, and if they didn't complete it, then punishments. But so it's similar to, charging chores for money and then collecting the money. So same concept.
How do you ever sleep having 16-year-old girls, dude? Like in today's society, with the way things are now, with kids using drugs and vaping and all that, how do you even get a wink of sleep each night, homie?
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't. I don't know. It's all communication. So, it's what you get, you put in, and you get back what you put in. So,
you inspect you go through their phones?
That's where, what was that?
You go through their phones?
Absolutely.
You think they're sending out? I don't want to strike fear in your heart.
No, and I've sweat this my entire life because I had what kind of girls I did at 16 years old. So,
I know. Oh, dude, I know.
So it's all about trying to instill. And these kids nowadays are way more responsible than I ever was at 16.
Dude,
so
same. I
don't have any much to work about. Right?
There you go. Yeah, that's what I tell my son all the time. Like at me at 21 and my son at 21, night and day. Yeah. I had no idea what I was going to do with my life, and he's got a plan.
Let me tell you something, Drew. I'm paying rent. Let dinner be later burnt one time.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Let me see one bug.
That's right.
Let me see that pool not clean one time, Drew.
Yeah. You know what? If I'm a kid paying rent and you're serving me like a nice grilled chicken dish and you got asparagus there and I want broccoli, I'm going to sub that out, Mom.
Yeah, you're the landlord. I want the surrounding property to be immaculate, Drew.
Wishbone Personality texted me this. We had a week after our 16th birthday to get a job. Then rent, including utilities, was $20 a week. She said, where else are you going to live for rent, utilities, and groceries for $80 a month? Because if we could, we were free to leave. I learned early.
Wishbone, that was Monica.
Absolutely correct. That is indeed Monica.
Yeah. Well, Mexicans should be working earlier than anybody else.
Are you
anyway.
on Cinco de Mayo?
No, I'm just saying.
800-771-1025. God, I can't imagine I don't think my mom and dad asked me for anything when I turned 16. I started working at 15. And I think they let me keep all my money, which is very surprising. I would think that they would have taken some for rent because I ate a lot of damn food. Hello, who are you?
Hey, this is John. How's it going, guys?
John, very well. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. I'm above ground, so can't complain too much.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, no, I think it's actually a good idea, and it reminds me of a story with a friend of mine in Tennessee. His kid asked him, what taxes are and stuff like that, and he goes, I'll give you an example. He grabbed her pizza, took blew like 2 bites of it, and goes, "There's the rest of your pizza." She started crying.
Dude, so, it's true, though. What a great way to teach a kid, like, how Uncle Sam screws us over. Like, what are taxes, Dad? Well, here's the burger I got you. I'm going to eat a third of the burger, and you're going to expect it to exist. And what do I get for that in return? Absolutely nothing,
Yep. So, no, I think it's a good idea to teach kids the finance stuff early. I wish my mom did, because I blew money when I got my first job at a restaurant.
Oh, didn't we all?
And just went to go shopping. So
didn't we all?
Anyways.
And thanks, man. And, yeah, working in a restaurant, you leave with cash in your pocket. You're like, this is burning in a hole. I ain't saving none of this. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, this is Joe.
Joe, what's up?
So, I think it's a good idea, but I was just wondering about that eviction aspect of it. Is it like a scare tactic?
Probably. I can't imagine that if these kids are late on 3 consecutive payments that they, she boots them out of the house,
Yeah, I understand that. I was just wondering, what does she do? Make them sleep, but, they get out of their room and they got to live in the living room or something?
That's a great question. I don't know. 800-771-1025. That is the thing, is the consequences have to be real.
Right.
And you have to back it up. Like, you can't just say, we're going to evict you and then let the kid be late and not do it. But at the same time, you don't really want to evict your 16-year-old kid.
I'll tell you another thing, Drew. I have a girl in there. You ain't saying a word. I'm paying rent, bitch.
That's true. If I'm paying rent, I get to have girls in my room with the door closed.
Damn right.
Knock you some grandparents.
Knock before you enter.
Hey there, who are you?
Hey, Drew. Hey, Mo. It's Dave. What's up?
Dave, what's up, dude?
Not much. I like what you're talking about here. My dad did something similar with us. I was the oldest of 4, and reinforcing the same principle, not rent, but he would give us $1,000 every year on our birthday, but instead of giving us the money, he would put it in a UGMA trust, and he did that every birthday until we turned 18. And he was just reinforcing the principle. You've basically received $18,000 over the course of your life, but here I'm handing you this UGMA trust. And it was it's invested, so it's making money the whole time.
Sure.
By the time I was 21 and got the money, it was $130,000. And I used that to invest in my first business.
Dude.
And it just, nobody knows. It's like the earlier you start investing, the further you get ahead. So it's important to reinforce that as well. Jim Rohn said everybody's kids should have 2 bikes, one to ride and one to rent to his friend.
Smart.
So
very
definitely
smart.
believe in that.
One to rent to the friend.
I love that. Yeah. My son opened up a Roth IRA last year, and I was like, "What are you doing? You don't have a pot to piss in. What are you opening up an?" He's like, I want to invest for my future. I'm like, "Well, you don't have money now." But then I realized, it's smart. That money is going to be worth something someday. 800-771-1025. My grandmother used to give me savings bonds for my birthday. Do you ever get savings bonds?
No.
They give you a $20 savings bond in 1981, and then when it matures in 2001, you get $22.50. I don't know that this was a good investment.
Yeah, it's my money, and I want it now.
Do they still even have savings bonds?
I would imagine that there's some variation.
Still savings bond. I don't think I've heard of them.
You don't hear them. You're spoken, but they have to.
Series EE bonds. These bonds are interest monthly and are guaranteed to double in value within 20 years. Okay. Why does my voice assistant think I'm talking to her? Did I say the word serious? Oop. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, guys. Listen, my parents bought savings bonds for my kids when they were growing up, and when they turned 21, they gave them to them.
Cool.
But I was thinking about what you're saying.
Yep.
If all these parents are doing this, you might want to think about somewhere down along the line, if you're the parent, someday your kids are going to have to make a decision where you're going to live if things go south.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be relying on them to put us in a nice home, not like one of the ones that they see on the I-Team Investigates. You know what I mean? I imagine that's how my son's going to find it. He's going to do a Google search of old people's homes that have been investigated for abuse. He's like, Dad, that's where I'm putting you. Remember when you charged me rent at 19? Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Mark. How you doing, guys?
Mark, very well, buddy. What's up with you?
Well, I started my daughter, who is now 21. I started her at 12, got her a debit card.
Oh, yeah.
And she had chores, and that's how she earned money. She kept her room clean, $2, clean her bathroom, $5, and it equaled $25 a week, up to $30 a week. And when she didn't do her chores, she didn't get paid. So if she wanted to do things with her friends, she didn't have money, she couldn't do it.
Fiscal responsibility. So, we don't do a good enough job with our kids of teaching them that, because we coddle them for 18 years, and then they get out into the real world, and they're like, oh, my God, look how much real things cost,
And the result, she's 21 now. She has 3 jobs. She loves to work. I have golf courses that she can work on. She runs beverage carts. Oh. She works in the cart barn. She wants to stay busy all the time because she likes making money.
What golf courses might I find her at?
Sarasota, Serenoa Golf Club, River Hills Country Club up in Valrico.
All right. Very good. Good for you, man. Yeah, there's a dude who works at Countryside Country Club where our buddy Ben hooked Todd and I up a couple weeks ago, and the guy's daughter works with him in the cart barn. And I'm like, man, what a cool gig that would be for father and son or father and daughter. Yeah. Like working with your dad on the weekends. Looked like they were having a blast. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, bringing up this other topic. Was your Siri going off earlier? Because mine's been doing that all day. I was just having a normal conversation.
Yeah.
And it keeps on binging off.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if that's
mine binged off too.
to others.
Yeah, I don't know. If I say anything that even remotely sounds like that SIRI word, she's like, oh, what? Do you want something?
Very sensitive today.
Yeah. Why are you so sensitive? I'll ask. Hey, Siri, why are you so sensitive today?
Sorry. Don't understand.
It seems like you're a little sensitive today, and I'm wondering why. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yours is an odd voice choice.
It sounds kind of like Matthew McConaughey.
A little bit.
I used to have a Middle Eastern gentleman, but then I thought that those might perceive it to be racially insensitive, so I changed to this one.
I have a British woman.
Yeah, I get that. It's rather pleasant.
Yeah.
I'll switch from time to time, but now I'm kind of happy with McConaughey. He feels like a bro. Like, hey, Siri, where should I go for dinner tonight? And now you don't want to listen. All right, fine. Better not forget the word of the day. Stand by. You're about to win $1,000, and then we're going to come back and talk about Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports. Called an emergency press conference over the weekend. I know. Hear that? Yeah. That is a reminder to help you win $1,000. Dave Portnoy called an emergency press conference about anti-Semitism, and the solution he came up with is ruffling some feathers, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, so I'll run it by you, see how you feel about it, with these people who got a table in one of the Barstool nightclubs, and I guess you're able, it's a somewhat confusing. I guess you're able to, when you get bottle service, they bring over a sign, and the sign that these kids chose was F the Jews, except it spelled out the F word.
Right.
And Portnoy had a very interesting way of dealing with it, which we'll tell you about as soon as we come back.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
end. E-N-D, end. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter end before the 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. I'll use it in a sentence. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a The Bone Traffic Update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, there's accident activity along the southbound frontage road of US 19 at Bryan Dairy. Volume is stacking up along northbound I-275 heading toward downtown St. Pete, but we've actually seen conditions worse this time of the afternoon. Traffic on the Howard Franklin toward Tampa has been pretty typical, and northbound I-275 stays pretty sluggish on through the interchange. You'll also have plenty of company traveling toward downtown on the Summit Expressway from Gandy Boulevard. This is Jim with traffic.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through May 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. I don't know about your math skills, but that seems like twice as much to me. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. And Golden Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They've got the largest selection. They're family owned and operated under one roof. That's why they are the premier destination for jewelry for any budget. The Weintraub family will walk you through the process and make it super easy and downright fun. Golden Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, right off 275. You can check them out online at goldanddiamond.com, and make sure you get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th. And as always, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said, I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches of my feet stopped hurting, and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text free Reese.
Get factory direct custom-made impact windows installed before hurricane season starts. It's John Senning here for Reese Windows and Doors, where they've been installing affordable, high-quality impact windows for over 50 years. At Reese, most impact windows are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks, and now you can win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 for your chance to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Did you hear? A recent stash of $10 gold Liberty coins from the 1800s has been found. These gorgeous gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck in the late 1800s, and less than 200 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this gold find an incredible opportunity. Call 1-800-917-4635, and you are guaranteed a $10 gold Liberty coin minted by the U.S. Mint in the 1800s. But with extremely limited availability, you must call now. These gold Liberty coins from the 1800s are still in uncirculated condition. That is history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-917-4635. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $40 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-917-4635 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins dated from the 1800s before they sell out. That's 1-800-917-4635.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE. This hour of Drew Garabo Live brought to you by Bolt Electric. For lightning fast service, log on to boltelectricfl.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Something doesn't quite smell right about this bear encounter story. Jerome, Florida. A man has been found dead in what officials are referring to as a bear encounter. according to the Collier County Sheriff's Office. Not a bear attack. Just after 7 a.m. today, officials received a call regarding a bear encounter on State Road 29, just south of Big Cypress, but I think that's a typo, Big Cypress Wildlife Management Area in Jerome.
Yeah.
According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, the attack resulted in the death of a man and a dog. This would be the first recorded bear fatality, like human fatality attributed to a bear in the state of Florida ever.
What? The first bear fatality ever?
In the state of Florida,
I'd have never thought that.
Yeah. There has not been a bear fatality in the state of Florida, which it just seems a little too suspicious, little too conspicuous that they're debating opening up bear hunt to the public, and now we have our first bear fatality, like bear human fatality.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, like, ooh, we better watch out for those bears. They're attacking us. Could just be what it is. Could just be bear threatened for food, bear threatened for land, whatever, kills a person, but just seems a little sus to me, if I may use the kid's word.
Never what it is seems, Drew. Never
No.
is what I'm finding out.
Same. 800-771-1025. What do you do with adult anti-Semitism? Barstool Sports president and founder Dave Portnoy has revealed the fitting punishment he has dished out to bigots who ordered a vile anti-Semitic sign at one of his company-branded bars in Philadelphia. An incensed Portnoy threatened to post the names of the people who requested a light-up bottle service sign that said, F the Jews, at the Barstool Sansom Street bar located in Philadelphia's Center City neighborhood. I guess if you order an overpriced bottle someplace, which probably the worst investment you can make, whether it's a strip club or any other bar, ordering booze by the bottle, you're going to pay $200-$300 for a bottle of Tito's that'll cost you $30 at Liquor Depot. But some people like to do it to show that they got it like that. And Dave revealed that the two waitresses serving the table have been fired, which is the right move. I mean,
yes.
If you sell somebody a bottle and they're like, all right, great, on the sign, we want it to say F the Jews, the server's got to say, I'm sorry, no, we're not going to do that. So what Dave did, and this is what I'd like your opinion on, he got with Robert Kraft, who owns the New England Patriots, who also runs the Foundation to Combat Anti-Semitism. They are sending the dudes who ordered the sign to Poland to tour the Auschwitz concentration camp. One way of looking at it is you're rewarding these imbecile bigots with a trip to Europe. Another way is these dudes touring the concentration camps where millions of Jews were put to death is a teaching moment. Maybe they won't feel inclined to even think F the Jews anymore after they tour Holocaust concentration camps. I'm not sure what the right thing to do is.
Can you just pop in a DVD of Schindler's List?
Yeah, that might do it.
I mean, good Lord, how many Holocaust movies are there?
There are a lot. There are a lot. But actually going there, having your feet on the same ground where these Jews were put to death might carry with it a greater impact.
Well, you aren't getting a free flight to Poland, though, and probably some nice hotel accommodations. I don't know.
I don't either. I'm not sure what the right thing to do there is.
I can't imagine somewhere within the city or wherever they dwell, there's probably some Holocaust Remembrance Museum.
Yeah, or like maybe you get someone who escaped a concentration camp, somebody who's in their 90s or 100 years old, to sit down and talk to these kids.
What about making them sit through Fiddler on the Roof?
Ooh, that's a beautiful musical. At the very least, they'll learn Sunrise, Sunset.
There you go.
Great song. 800-771-1025.
I do think their name should be released.
I do too. I
mean, if you're
think,
bold enough to put that sign up.
Yeah, doxing them, I think, would have been a better move. Portnoy went on to explain that he's faced more anti-Semitism in the last year and a half than at any point since he founded Barstool. So, yeah, he said, my initial reaction was, I'm going to effing burn these people to the ground, their families, everything. These are his words. And it's like, you know what? Maybe that's not the best course of action. Maybe I can use this as a teaching moment. And before people are like, F the Jews or any group and the hate, let's try to turn a hideous incident into maybe a learning experience. It's cliche and very unlike me, but I talked to both the culprits, who I know are super involved in it, talked to their families. I'm sending these kids to Auschwitz. They've agreed to go. That's, of course, the Holocaust concentration camps. Portnoy also confirmed the two waitresses will remain fired. He labeled one of them the dumbest human I've ever talked to and said that she essentially acted alone, didn't go to a manager, kind of forced another girl to do it. She should have said no, but the other girl put up a fight. Those two girls are fired. So you use the sign, you lose your job, but if you order the sign, you get a free trip to Poland.
Yeah.
Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, this is Levi.
Hi, Levi. What's up?
So I think for Portnoy's standpoint, I mean, he owns the bar. It's not a good look. I do think there's some PR aspects to it. I think what he did is going to make him, look like the bigger man here. My thing is, though, I mean, the rise of anti-Semitism in this country has been pretty horrific.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I mean, educating people who are, I don't know what effect it's going to actually have, on them. I see the harassment that a lot of people who promote Judaism and Israelis, I don't see how it's going to really do much for the greater good. I think that for an instance like this, it's a hate crime. I think that, he talked about, I read the article, and he said he was, he thought about just blasting them and ruining their lives.
Right.
For me, I mean, my name's Levi. I kind of like that idea. But I don't know. I don't see the impact of, educating, because frankly, there's enough out there to, like you said, there's millions of, or there's dozens of Holocaust movies. There's all sorts of things that, promote, the Holocaust and whatnot. I just don't see where this is going to positively impact the anti-Semitism that we see.
Levi, it seems like young kids, for whatever reason, are very casual about the Holocaust now and very quick to say things like Zionists. And look, I don't agree with bombing innocent people in Palestine or the Gaza Strip. I don't like that innocent people are losing their lives. I think there's a way you can express that without going off on Israel or Jews in the United States of America. You're right. Anti-Semitism is disgusting and is not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's really, really sad. But like you said, sorry about that. I don't know what you do to combat that. Do you make it more of a teaching point in schools? Are we that removed from the Holocaust that it just doesn't carry that much weight with kids anymore? I don't know. Sad. Gross.
It is.
800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
I'm Dan from Sarasota.
What's up, Sarasota's Dan? How we doing today?
Doing good. I just wanted to chime in on what you're talking about.
Sure.
So I think that if he's willing to foot the bill and educate a few morons, I think it's a good thing. And let me tell you, I've been to the concentration camps myself. I went in 1980 when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And I went again with my daughter in 2015. And when you're standing on the hallowed ground, as you kind of put it, no matter what religion you are, you tend to appreciate the seriousness of what happened during the Holocaust. When you're standing in a room, wooden from 80-something years ago, and the room is entirely filled with human shoes, thousands and thousands of pairs.
Yeah.
If you're not human, you don't react to that. And then you walk into another room, and there's 8-foot ceilings filled with human hair.
Ugh.
So if he's willing to foot the bill, these gentlemen, I believe, will come back and have some different view on what they said, what they did. It can't hurt.
Did you, when you took your daughter, did you tell her, like, hey, our vacation this summer is going to be going to the concentration camp? And like, was that the extent of the vacation? Because I got to be honest with you, great teaching moment, horrible vacation.
Yeah, good point. Well, first off, you mentioned, or Mo mentioned, free trip to Europe. Yeah. Poland's a crap hole. Nobody wants to go to Poland. Okay. So there's nothing in Poland. It's not, it's not
All
England. Right. And, so free trip, you really don't want to go there. There's nothing there for you.
All right.
But, we went on a program, so it was not like just myself and my daughter. It was a group of people, to help educate, and we were fortunate enough to have Holocaust survivor telling their story right from the ground that it happened. So I say do it.
Hell yeah. You can get a free trip to Israel. It's called a birthright trip.
Right.
I really wish I had taken advantage of that in my younger years because my mom's Jewish, and I think that would have gotten me a free trip to Europe. There is a $360 refundable deposit, $25 processing fee. Travel accommodations are cost-free because of generous donors.
Yeah, my son London did it.
All right. Oh, he did?
Yes, loved it.
All right. Oh, you have to be 18 to 26. Oh, certainly.
Well, you were 18 to 26 at one point.
At one point I was, but I am more than twice that now. You must have already graduated high school by the time of the trip. Not a problem. Cannot be attending a full-time Jewish studies program. Man, wish I had done that when I was much younger. That would have been so cool.
Yeah.
Hello, who are you?
It's Blake.
Hi, Blake. What's up?
I was to piggyback off that last guy. There's really nothing in Poland.
Oh.
So I was what's stopping Dave from flying these guys out, booking one night at a hotel, and just leaving them there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you would hope that they would want, while they're there, to go and check out the Holocaust memorials. But there are so many Holocaust memorials right here in the United States of America. We got a very solemn one right here in St. Petersburg. I don't know about flying them over to, I don't know. Not related at all, but very interesting. Justin Tucker, the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens, who until about 2 years ago was the NFL's elite kicker, has been released by the Baltimore Ravens. They say it is a football decision and not at all related to the allegations of inappropriate behavior with massage therapists. That is a lie. It is absolutely 100% to do with that. Always be wary of the people who are over-the-top Jesus freaks. Look, if you have faith, that is awesome. In anything. Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Buddhism, whatever, have your faith. It's the people who are so cloaking themselves in God's word and telling you that you need to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, and they wear the WWJD bracelets.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you got to watch out for. The Ravens executive vice president issued a statement that says, sometimes football decisions are incredibly difficult. This is one of those instances. Considering our current roster, we have made the tough decision to release Justin Tucker. Justin created many significant and unforgettable moments in Raven history. His reliability, focus, drive, resilience, and extraordinary talent made him one of the league's best kickers for over a decade. We're grateful for Justin's many contributions while playing for the Ravens. We sincerely wish him and his family the very best in this next chapter of their lives. Nothing at all about the allegations, which this dude's got some serious massage allegations. I mean, a total of, 7 more, according to NFL.com. I think there might be a total of over 10 massage therapists that are alleging sexually inappropriate conduct. 16 massage therapists from 8 Baltimore area spas have now shared their alleged accounts.
You spread it out.
If you're that famous and that rich, like the guy's got millions of dollars, right, can't you just find one that you know will like give you a really good massage and then give you the rub and tug at the end of it?
But you know what it is, man. It's
thrill of the chase.
The numbers. He wants the numbers. Not going to say no to me.
That is true. There is something very exciting about not knowing while you're getting the massage if they're going to do it.
Right.
And then at the very end, we're like, all right, flip over, and you're like, it's going to get the extra point. Wide left. 800-771-1025. All right, we're going to come back. Let's give away some prizes. Ooh. On a Monday. I'm going to put your creativity to the test on this Cinco de Mayo. Are you familiar, Maurice, with the term narco corrido?
No.
Well, you can get banned from the United States of America if you sing narco corrido songs. If you are willing to risk deportation in the interest of getting some prizes, and we've got some good ones this week, courtesy of Mike O. I mean, we've got Billy Idol and Joan Jett at the Amp this Saturday. We got Stained at the Amp on May 13. We got Avril Lavigne at the Amp on June 20th. A lot of great Amp shows. Rufus Du Sol was supposedly great last week, too. I'll tell you what narco corrido is. I'll just ask you to be a little creative. It's similar to 4 Bar Friday, but easier. And we'll give you a chance to win some of those concert tickets. 800-771-1025. But not before I thank Achieva Credit Union for being a huge partner in Drew Garabo Live. When it comes to our charitable events that we do, Down to Bowl, Drew Saves Christmas, school supply drives, etc., Achieva Credit Union is consistently our number one partner. They can't wait to support the community because the community supports Achieva Credit Union. And if there was ever a time to join, it's right now. For a limited time only, Achieva is offering up to $250 bonus when you open any checking account. So get away from those big banks that you've been complaining about to a local field credit union with a phenomenal customer service. They got tap and go with your new card, car rental discounts, refer a friend program, access to new promotional offers, excellent rates on all type of loans. I love their online and mobile banking apps. Makes it very, very convenient to go with Achieva. So go online at achievacu.com today to join, or visit your local branch, or call 800-593-2274. Visit achievacu.com, ACHIEVACU.com for more info. Certain restrictions apply. Achieva is federally insured by the NCUA.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Apart from typically heavy late afternoon volume on both sides of the bay, we have a few crashes, including a couple at Eastern Hillsborough. One's along Dr. King near Parsons. The other's westbound along Big Bend Road near US 301. On the Vanilla side, you'll encounter delays along northbound US 19 from a wreck at Haynes Bayshore. We just had the left lane blocked. Backup stretch back nearly to Ulmerton. This is Jim with traffic.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. You know, I trust these folks in my home, and you should too. And one of the big reasons is the Hawkins Peace of Mind Guarantee, which means only rigorously screened and certified technicians are going to be working in your home. And right now, Hawkins is offering free duct sanitizing with any duct system purchase. Breathe in that clean air and save money. This deal is valid until May 31st. Act fast and call now at 813-445-8209 or book online at hawkinsserviceco.com.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, big power companies keep raising rates, but Solar Bear is fighting back and helping Floridians save. They're locally owned, not some giant national chain, and they've been in business for over a decade. With thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's most trusted solar installer. And right now, you'll pay nothing for 12 months. That is a full year of free energy. Stop paying more and more every month. Call Solar Bear today or visit them at solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com and take control of your power.
If you're in the market for a car, chances are you've heard all about those confusing 25% auto tariffs, additional costs added to both new and used cars, and ultimately passed on to you. But don't stress, because at Auto Lenders in Palm Harbor, we have a unique way of getting inventory without the tariffs. So you can choose from the finest one-owner cars, trucks, and SUVs. They're totally tariff-free, which means you're totally free to save thousands more. See for yourself at Auto Lenders in Palm Harbor, a tariff-free way to buy a car.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
Mike Kelter for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult, and the stories stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-549-8866. That's 800-549-8866.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Summer should be full of possibilities, not hunger. We're proud to support Cereal for Summer with Feeding Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay. Join us and help provide healthy breakfast throughout Tampa Bay. For details and ways to help, go to cerealforsummer.org.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's meteorologist Valerie Mills. Most of us will remain dry the next couple of days with only a few isolated storms for inland areas during the late afternoon and evening hours as the sea breeze gets going. Otherwise, we remain partly cloudy, warm, and rather humid with a low of 70 tonight, a high of 91 on Tuesday, with more impressive storm chances returning late in the week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage on instinct. Just don't think, kids think, pink gators. My Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. That's dead right. If the head right, Biggie there every night.
Papa been smooth since days of Underoos.
Never lose, never choose to. Bruce, cruise who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls want to us, wanna do us, screw us.
Who us? Yeah, Papa and Puff.
Like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch.
All right, time for you to win Billy Idol and Joan Jett tickets, Stain tickets, Avril Lavigne tickets. You take your pick. First, I'll tell you what Narco Corrido is. I had never heard of it before last night when I was looking through the interwebs for stuff to talk about. Narco Corridos are ballads about the drug trafficking underworld. I didn't know that was a thing. And they are only a thing, or at least the only reason this thing made the news is because bands that perform narco corrido music are finding themselves banned from the United States of America and Mexico. What is this one? This band is called Los Alegres de Barranco. They landed in hot water with both U.S. and Mexican authorities recently when they performed one of their narco corrido songs, El de Palenque, he of the cockfighting arena, was barred from the United States in an unprecedented move that critics say raises troubling questions about free speech in America. Glorifying a drug kingpin is what they say. So, look, I'm not looking to get anybody banned from the United States of America. We're just looking to make some fun radio here. Get some Spanish instrumental music. You don't even need to know Spanish. You can just sing in a broken English accent, if you'd like, about running drugs. It's that simple. Por ejemplo. Let's give you a little example here. Why are you not playing? Why is my computer frozen? Spotify is frozen right now, and here we go. Nothing is playing. Okay, awesome. There we go. Oh. Ayúdame means help me. All right, here we go. Perfect. I'll give you the real lyrics of one of these narco corrido songs. I'm the ruler of the roosters of the Jalisco cartel. I've got fighting cocks who duel for my crew. That is from El del Palenque, he of the cockfighting arena. So if you're willing to just give me a couple of bars of narco corrido music, you could be going to Billy Idol, Stained, or Avril Lavigne. Your choice. 800-771-1025. This subgenre of music, by the way, has been around since Prohibition in the 1920s. The narco corrido emerged to tell the tales of those smuggling illicit alcohol from Mexico to the United States a century ago. So they must have been like, my name is Jose Cuervo. I bring tequila from Mexico to New Mexico. Something that simple can win you concert tickets on this here radio program. 800-771-1025. Should we be banning this music here in the United States of America, Mo?
It seems like we're trying to ban everything now.
It's true.
It's a sad state of affairs.
It definitely is. And I guess in the mid-'80s, drug traffickers began paying musicians to write songs about them in the mid-'80s when the legendary king of corridos, Chalino Sanchez, began accepting commissions. He wasn't necessarily the first, but he was the key figure in that shift, which significantly changed the economics of the business. Anybody with money could commission a laudatory corrido.
Listen, you have so much money that you have to bury it. Sure.
Yeah.
Got a couple of $100 grand to get a nice little ditty about yourself.
That's the thing is, like, suppose you're a struggling bar band in Tijuana somewhere, and a drug kingpin comes to you and goes, I will pay you 500,000 pesos to write and perform a song about me. Otherwise, I will slaughter your family. Which one are you going to choose? No one's going to choose the family slaughter.
It's really not my style of music, Hector.
Now, I guess they are banning these acts from Mexico and the United States of America, which does fly in the face of free speech.
Is it the U.S.? Is it the government here that they're banning them in their own country as well?
Yeah, both. The U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau said the last thing we need is a welcome mat for people who extol criminals and terrorists. In the Trump administration, we take seriously our responsibility over foreigners' access to our country. And so that's when the Jalisco prosecutor's office vowed to investigate Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, which that does not sound like a Mexican president's name, warned that the band Los Alegres de Barranco may have broken the law, and then the U.S. State Department revoked their visas. So if you're on a visa here in this country and you do some of these narco corridos, you could find yourself on the wrong side of the law. I just looked up. Okay, here's El Narco Batallón by Bato Quintanilla. This is a real narco corrido song. Pretty appropriate for Cinco de Mayo. sounds rather pleasant.
I don't know, man. I commission you to write a song for me. And you come in with this.
Yeah, I don't know about the accordion.
This accordion crap. You catch a couple of strays to the head.
The band Los Alegres de Barranco landed in hot water with both U.S. and Mexican authorities recently when they performed this song in the Mexican city of Zapopan. The performance, in which the group sang about the exploits of El Menco, the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, in front of a cartoon portrait of him, not only ended the band's plans for a U.S. tour, but left them the subject of a criminal investigation on their home turf. Man! Could one make the argument that there are subgenres of rap music that certainly glorify mobsters, bad behavior, gangstas? They do, right?
I don't think it's a subgenre. I think it's the main
most
genre.
Of rap.
Yeah.
Like most rap, especially most rap today, you know, they talk about pushing weight. They talk about fish scales. They talk about moving yayo and cocaine. Should we get in the policy and the practice of banning that music? Somebody just said something really funny about a song that we played last week. Would he win a prize if he called in broken English and sang a version of Glenn Fry's Smuggler's Blues?
Sure.
You absolutely 1,000% DJ Eyeball would win a prize by calling in and singing in broken English Smuggler's Blues or Los Blues de Smuggler.
Song.
Terrible song. The worst song in the Miami Vice soundtrack. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can we help you?
Hey, this is Derek. I wanted to bring up that in Breaking Bad, entire ballad that they make about Walter White.
Oh, you're right.
They do, yeah.
There's like a flamenco ballad about him, right?
Yeah, it's incredible. It tells like his whole story. It's one of my favorites, Cinco de Mayo favorites. So, yeah, thought I'd throw it out there.
Negro y Azul, the Ballad of Heisenberg.
So that falls right. It's the category.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, what we're talking about.
Dude, what a great call. Thank you very much. I 1,000% forgot about that brilliant moment from Breaking Bad. Let's see if... Shut up, Glenn Fry, you idiot. The city's called Duke. The state calls New Mexico. Among the gangsters, the Gringos' fame is inflated because of the new drug they created. They say the color is blue and the quality pure. Brilliant. This potent drug is running through the city, and no one could stop it if they wanted to.
Yeah, now this music has some balls behind it.
Some cojones, if you will. The cartel's running hot because they weren't getting respect. Ooh, there's Danny Trejo. R.I.P. DEA. Heisenberg. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
My name is Jose.
Oh, hola, Jose. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Arriba.
Indeed. Are you here to sing a narco corrido for us?
Sí.
Okay.
I'm very uncomfortable here.
Hold on, Jose. Let me pull up a Spanish instrumental for you. Let's see. Tomar el Sol. All right, Jose, favor us with a little narco corrido, if you don't mind, sir.
Sí. I am Blanco Gringo, and I used to run cocaine for the cartel. But I got caught like a jackass by the federale, and now I take it in the ass.
That's all it takes, really. Hang on one second. Your choice. Billy Idol with Joan Jett, Saturday at the Amp.
I'd just like to point out that the word jail would have actually rhymed on the end of that.
Let's not get caught up in the X's and O's.
I'm just saying. Took a real dark turn. The rhyme was right there. It was right there, Drew. Jail.
I respect the man's artistic vision. Some people like to paint outside the lines.
Yes.
And that man just won himself his choice of concert tickets. Say, Maurice, what are we looking at in today's Mo Feta News?
Oh, back to Alcatraz? Is this boat supposed to be doing this? And I majored with a gold in Givney's hands.
It's next on Mo Beta News. Go ahead real quick.
Oye, Miguel.
What?
Narcocorrito, Miguel.
Oh, hola, Miguel. Cántame.
Oh, narcocorrito. I sing about drugs every day. Narcocorrito. I get deported that way.
This is a terrible idea. Mo Beta News is next, though. Universal Roof and Contracting reminds you that we are just around the corner from storm season. It is time to get that complimentary roof inspection to make sure that the roof that protects you and your family and your belongings from the elements is structurally sound. Fortunately for you, it is as easy as going to universalroof.com and scheduling a complimentary, that's right, a free roof inspection. If there is work that needs to be done, they'll even give you a discount because you listen to this radio program. They are veteran-owned. They are family-owned. They have been in business for decades. In fact, I used them in 2004 when my roof got damaged from Hurricane Charlie. You can trust Universal Roof and Contracting. They're going to do awesome work for you. It will be done quickly, effectively, and affordably. And again, a free, I said, roof inspection awaits you by simply going to universalroof.com.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Apart from typically heavy late afternoon volume on both sides of the bay, we have a few crashes, including a couple at Eastern Hillsborough. One's along Dr. King near Parsons. The other's westbound along Big Bend Road near US 301. On the Vanilla side, you'll encounter delays along northbound US 19 from a wreck at Haynes Bayshore, which has had the left lane blocked. Backup stretch back nearly to Ulmerton. This is Jim with traffic.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah and Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through April 15th, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mike Calter for my friends here at Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. Now, you guys have heard about BOGO deals in the past. Right now, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing is offering $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. That's so much better. No waiting, no mail-in rebates. Instant savings applied right away. Why is this happening? Because industry-wide price hikes are coming for ACs, water heaters, electrical panels, some as high as 20%. But because of Super Heat and Air's long-standing vendor relationships, they've locked in today's prices for our customers only up until May 10th. After May 10th, prices will go up across the board. It's not a scare tactic. It's just the reality of what rising material and manufacturing costs are. Once that date hits, they can no longer hold the pricing. So if you're thinking about upgrading your system or you know your system is on its way out, this is the smartest window to lock in savings before the cost jump. It's going to be a hot summer, and if your air is not working properly, now is the time to call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing and let them come on out and give you $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. Go to superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about the deal on the Mike Calta Show, but do it before May 10th. Superheatandair.com.
Weekday lunch just arrived at J. Luigi Soho, now serving Italia all day. Stop in Tuesday through Friday for $11 lunch combos and sandwiches made just for lunch. Then ease into happy hour from 4 to 6 with martinis, spritz, and more. J. Luigi Soho on the corner of South Howard and De Leon. Ciao for now.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k.
If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Uh-oh, Mo dropped something, everybody. Stand by. He's going to give you the news in a moment. But breaking news, Mo is searching on the floor for something. And as soon as he finds it, he's going to bring you the news.
Oh, no, my damn headphone cords in my ear.
Chaos reigns here in the Bone Studio. Our top story tonight, gravity continues to vex Maurice Jovan. Film at 11. Although those of you watching Bone TV right now are watching it unfold before your eyes. I guess there is a benefit to watching this Bone TV.
That was seamless, Drew. Seamless.
True professionals.
Drew, not breaking news, but a story you'll find only here on the Mo Better. Imagine it's Friday.
Okay. I can definitely imagine that.
You're leaving Amscott.
All right.
Now,
well,
if you're leaving,
it's a hard one to imagine.
Well, if you're leaving Amscott, that would indicate that you need some money.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Money that you don't necessarily have.
What is that? Is that a paycheck advance place?
Yes.
How does that work? You go in and go, hey, I'm going to get paid this amount. Can I get it now?
Yeah, and then you got to prove your proof of the job, and then, but they take a VIG. Right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the VIG will always be taken.
So you're leaving Amscott.
All right.
And you see a bag in the middle of Gandy.
All right.
That you think is trash. You get into your car.
All right.
And when you drive by and look down, you see that it is not trash, Drew, but cash.
In an Amscott parking lot.
On the street across from the Amscott parking lot.
Thought it was trash, but it turns out to be cash.
Turns out to be cash.
All right.
$46K to be exact.
What?
Yes, 46. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. It turns out it had fallen off of a Brinks truck. Oh. Now, this is a friend of mine. He posted on Facebook that, he posted, here, right there.
Good Lord.
Oh, yeah. Stacks.
Bricks.
Yeah, bricks. Bricks, stacks, however you want to call it. Posted it up. And now, what are you doing, Drew? Just let me answer with you. You know it's Brinks.
It says Brinks on the outside.
It says Brinks on the bag. You drove by and in the middle of the street. Now let me give you, and I'll let you know when you tell me. Yeah.
All right.
What do you think you do?
If it said Brinks there, I'd have to turn it back in because it's easily findable.
How so, Drew?
Well, they probably have the serial numbers all written down.
Well, okay, but
I've seen enough crime documentaries.
Oh, right, but you say that.
Yeah.
You're telling me, okay, you go to Publix, pick up the bags,
right,
and they've written down every serial number of that cash? I don't believe so.
No.
But I did ask him because he ended up returning it.
Yeah.
He ended up returning it. I asked him why. First and foremost, he's an honest guy. But then he said that he felt like, there might be serial numbers attached. He said traffic was stopped. He said there's cameras everywhere. Traffic was stopped because he stopped his car in the middle of the road so that he could pick it up, which is the same thing I would have done. $46K. He said, I called Brink's office to let them know I found a package that belongs to them and then went to return it. And this is why I know keeping it would have been the right move.
All right.
They had to count it to make sure it was all there. And it was. Okay, first and foremost, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah.
Sure, it's going to be 5 large light.
Right.
I mean, but you're getting 41. It might be 6K light, but you're getting 40K.
Yeah, more than I'd be like, I found this $37,000 off the back of a Brinks truck. Would you like the $32,000 back? Because I'm not going to feel right if I keep this $27,000. So please take this $22,000 before I lose this $17,000.
He did the right thing, but I would. I do not think, and maybe somebody can call in at some point if they know that they would have every serial number. I just don't think that's feasible, mathematically feasible. Now, there are going to be people that probably have dash cams and see you picking up something.
Sure.
But, officer, I was going to, I just threw it away. I just figured it was trash.
Finders keepers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm at least, Drew, I'm keeping it for a week to see what happens.
Yeah. But
see what happens.
If it says Brinks, I would keep that. But if it's just an unmarked bag, I would almost be more worried about that because it'd be like some drug dealer who's going to kill me.
That's who I'm worried about.
Brinks ain't going to come kill me.
And I would always think back to No Country for Old Men when he found the bag, and he didn't know they had a tracker inside of one of the bills.
Oh.
Yeah.
Flips a coin. Wasn't that the one where he flipped the coin?
Yes. Javier Bardem. What a great movie. Yes, absolutely. All right, in other news, an Olympian is accused of punching a female athlete during a heated argument in Florida. You gotta love Florida, man. Even when you're an athlete, you are still a Florida man. The backstory is a Broward County Sheriff's Office arrest report says that Fred Curley, 29, allegedly hit Alacia Johnson with a closed fist at a hotel near Fort Lauderdale on Thursday. Curley is charged with misdemeanor battery in the incident that left Johnson with a bloody nose. He won a silver medal in the 100-meter race at the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo and a bronze in the same event at the Paris Olympic Games, where Johnson also competed. The arrest report says they previously had a relationship and got into a heated argument at the Florida hotel where they were staying before a track meet in the area.
Man, something about this state, I don't know if it's the climate, the people, whatever, but those on vacation act out here.
Vacations, I just think, they were not necessarily in a relationship anymore, but still having the residue of it. Vacations for people that are in relationships, they are very trying. I don't know that I've ever gone on a vacation and not had an argument.
Yeah, it can be very stressful because you got the variables of traffic, of traveling. And then you're all stressed out. It's like you can't find room in the overhead compartment.
Right. Somebody didn't pack something that was supposed to be there.
You get lost. I got us lost in the Great Smoky Mountains. This was before GPS was really, really a thing.
Right.
And the GPS wasn't working anyway, and it was night, and it was me and Xander's mom and Xander, and he was 5-6 years old. We were so lost, I was convinced we were going to die. We're on a mountain and just driving in an endless loop trying to find the cabin. I have no idea how we found it. And then we get back to the cabin 3 o'clock in the morning. Guess who can't find the key to the cabin?
Oh, no.
This guy right here. I can't believe she didn't kill me.
How did you get in? Do you remember?
We called the freaking owner of the place at 3 in the morning. He drives out. He's 5 minutes away, and I found the key. I didn't tell him I found the key.
No, I kept
Got to eat that one
myself.
Idiot.
Yes. 32 people, Drew, rescued from a yacht that began singing off Miami Beach.
A Lamborghini yacht.
Yes, absolutely. The 63-foot boat began taking on water off Monument Island late Saturday afternoon. Crews from the Coast Guard, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, and Marine Patrol units from local police agencies responded to the calls for help. The people were taken to the Miami Beach Marina and checked out by Miami Beach Fire Rescue.
You say people, I say hot ass. There were 30 hot ass female influencers on a Lamborghini yacht.
Yeah, you better believe it. Whoa, what else? You think you're going to have Fuglies on a Lamborghini yacht?
No, definitely not.
First off, I didn't even know Lamborghini made yachts.
Same. There are only like 12 of them in the world. They're like $4 million.
Well, there's 11 of them in the world now. This one, she's a dud.
Oh.
Yeah. The Lamborghini yacht begins singing on Miami Beach over the weekend. It's a beautiful yacht,
Oh,
too.
my God. Gorgeous.
Yeah. Dude, you have to wonder what the hell happened there.
Yeah, did they I remember once I used a jet ski and there's a plug on the back of it that you have to plug while you're parking it, otherwise it'll sink. Maybe the yacht has something similar. I don't know how you sink a rental yacht.
Yeah. You hopefully it's insured.
And they were joking around, by the way. I don't know if you saw, they had a bottle of that Clase Agave Clasul, whatever, tequila.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, all the women and children are safe. Ha, ha, ha.
And not there. It's
Like,
not
bitch,
there.
you just take a $4 million yacht. Don't laugh.
It's not there. Listen, do you know how much they're going to go viral now? How much dollars are going to be put in their pocket? I'd be doing it up too. And a sadder note, but I just wanted to acknowledge it when you talk about boating accidents and the like. The man who died from the Clearwater ferry crash was laid to rest this past weekend. Jose Castro's family gathered at the Moss Feaster Funeral Home in Clearwater to say their final goodbyes. He was a really happy person, said Angie Todd, niece of Jose Castro. That is how the family will remember him. So
Let me ask you a question, Mo. These people said they want justice for the gentleman who passed. I understand the need to feel like you get some sort of retro. Can there be any justice? This was a tragic accident. Is it? I don't know. I've never lost anyone like that. Does it genuinely make you feel better if someone is prosecuted for it? I don't know.
Well, okay, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Someone breaks into your house,
right.
Destroys your sense of security, and they catch him a week or two later. Don't you want to see him punished?
String him up.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We got to string him up. I mean, what do you?
No, I'm saying string his ass up.
Okay.
So I see your point.
Yeah, I think 100%. Also, I think in a situation like this, justice may mean some kind of monetary remuneration because he did have two children.
Yeah.
And they need to be taken. You've taken the bread. I mean, I don't know what the family dynamic is. I'm assuming that he was the breadwinner, which may not be the case. But he certainly contributed to the household, if not. And so I think justice would be making sure that there's a continuation of that.
Okay.
So absolutely.
Okay. And by the way, the attorneys representing some of the passengers are pushing back against some of the claims made by Jeffrey Knight's lawyer, Kevin Hayslett.
Saying what so far? Do we know?
Saying that they were not looking at dolphins. Saying that, one of Knight's passengers called 911 while Knight tried to render aid to the victim. Another passenger said Knight was yelling, "They had no lights. Where the F were their lights?" The other side, lawyers pointed out three statements in particular saying that Knight's claim of allegations of leaving the scenes are without legal and factual basis. They said he did leave the scene of the crash. That is the only fact that is undisputed. They said that they were blaming the victims for the crash, which is offensive and improper. If it was light enough out that the victims could see dolphins, why couldn't Knight see a massive ferry directly in front of him?
You know what? That's a great point.
Great question.
Yeah, that's the Tom Cruise. Why the two orders? And with the Jack Nicholson thing.
Yep.
Yeah, you could see but you couldn't see that big giant ferry.
I know. And then Knight's claim number 3: the Clearwater ferry was not displaying the required navigational lights at the time of the accident. Truth. None, and this is according to the attorney of the victims, none of Mr. Knight's actions were responsible, lawful, or in sound judgment. The video of the ferry crash is not ambiguous. Knight's failure to follow the relevant nautical rules is the primary cause of the collision with the ferry. It is going to be very interesting. FWC is still investigating the crash and is asking for any video footage from the area between 8 p.m. and 8:45 on April 27th.
I was going to say, because we were talking about how there has been no more news or no new news outside of maybe those statements right there. But clearly, You've got a lot of conflicting statements. You're looking for video. You're maybe waiting for video. You're looking over the boat. You're probably checking records on both of them. So I can understand where you want to get this right. And I mean, it does feel like it's been a month, but it hasn't, maybe a week and a half.
That's it.
You do want to get it right, so you're going to take the time.
Yeah. I would think by the end of the week we'll see something, but who knows?
Yeah, at this point. I'll tell you what we won't see at the end of the week is the Diddy's sex trafficking trial coming to an end because jury selection just began today. And what you need to know is that the Associated Press has reported some jurors indicated they had seen news reports featuring a key piece of evidence in the case, a video of obviously the hip-hop mogul hitting and kicking one of his accusers. One prospective juror described a still image she saw from the video as damning evidence. You dummy, you clearly don't want to be on that trial. Who? P. Diddy?
Yeah.
What, is he country?
Right. I'm like, no, I've never heard of him before.
Yeah, never. He has pled not guilty to the charges he faces in the trial. He did say no to a plea deal. I'm assuming, and the trial is scheduled to last at least 8 weeks. This is going to be fascinating TV, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Court TV. I am assuming that he must have a lot of faith in his... Do you roll it? Say you don't have all that much faith in your lawyer. Say you do. But say you've got all of these accusers. You've got this video, which, as the woman pointed out, is damning evidence. Do you still roll the dice? As opposed to taking a plea deal where you may not be in jail for the rest of your life?
I think a guy like Diddy doesn't want to serve a month in jail, so I see him rolling the dice. I don't know what I would do. I don't ever want to find myself in that position.
If I know I'm doing at minimum of 20 years regardless, I'm rolling the dice.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking OJ. Who he was dead to rights.
He was.
He was dead to rights.
He was. It looked like he was guilty by all, and boom, you take it to a jury. You never know what can happen.
Gone. There you go. Tourists give the thumbs down to Trump's plan to turn Alcatraz back into a prison. This guy is throwing everything he can up against the wall.
When's the last time it was a prison? Was it the 70s?
Dude, yes.
The Birdman from Alcatraz escaped?
The structure itself was already old even in the 70s. You would have to do you pretty much have to raise the prison and then rebuild it.
Yeah.
And at that point, I don't know what the point of it is.
I think it's just a symbolic thing.
Yeah, a spokesperson for Governor Gavin Newsom's office said the move looks like a distraction day again in Washington, D.C. Senator Scott Wiener said reopening Alcatraz is absurd. The major tourist attraction generates significant revenue for the federal government and supports many jobs. But apart from Trump's continuing behavior, this action is an ongoing crusade, they say, to sabotage the
You ever tour it?
No.
Me either.
Though I did the honeymoon in San Francisco.
Ooh. Yeah, we looked at it from afar while we were eating at Fisherman's Wharf, but we didn't actually take the boat, the ferry out there. But it looks cool. It's very ominous.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, given the chance to be out there again, I wouldn't be against touring it. Staying on the subject of President Trump and his unique ideas, he says he will implement, and I have no idea how you do this, 100% tariffs on films produced outside of the U.S. as he claims the movie industry in America is dying. In a move that sent shockwaves through Hollywood, Trump deemed foreign productions a national security threat.
I mean, look, there's 9/11 and there's everything everywhere all at once, Maurice.
Yeah, right.
There's Parasite. How in the world are foreign movies a threat to us?
How do you tariff a foreign movie? What are you putting a tariff on?
I don't know.
Because, okay, so are you saying that if Netflix streams a movie made outside of the U.S., then they have to pay
extra? And if you go to the movies to see a foreign movie, your ticket price will cost you $27.50. This is insane.
The movie industry in America is dying, all caps, a very fast death. Trump wrote other countries are offering all sorts of incentives to draw our filmmakers and studios away from the United States. Hollywood and many other areas within the U.S. are being devastated. I don't necessarily know that that's true. It seems that the only thing that's killing our movie industry is the fact that they just keep remaking the same damn movies.
Yeah.
And if you say you're going going to do a movie that's set against the backdrop of Thailand. You probably need to go to Thailand and do that.
You can go to Chinatown. Same damn thing. Make it here in America.
Is it now? Okay. Hey, speaking of movies, one of our favorite pairings, Denzel Washington and Spike Lee are getting back together for a remake of Akira Kurosawa crime thriller. 20 years later, Spike and Denzel are back together for a thriller, they say, of epic proportions. Washington has been a major player in 4 of Lee's most popular films.
Malcolm X, He Got Game, Inside Man, Mo Better Blues.
You're listening to it, including Mo Better Blues and the famous Malcolm X, where the actor brings the civil rights activist to life for a modern audience. Back in February, Lee's next lofty project was announced. Since then, they have been kept in the dark, but it's going to be a remake of Akira Kurosawa's High and Low, now that A24 has finally given fans a trailer that sets up Lee's take on the classic. This is going to be great. I mean, if you know, Kurosawa is one of Japan's most brilliant filmmakers. So this has all of the potential to be fantastic. Subway closed more locations in 2024 and continuing years of U.S. decline.
Oh, no.
The chain is still the largest in the U.S. by store count and now 3rd overall worldwide, trailing only Starbucks and McDonald's. But more than 600 Subway sandwich restaurants have closed, and they are continuing a decline that has now persisted for almost a decade, having nothing to do with Jared. And I will say this. There was a good decade plus that I was at Subway 2-3 times a week.
Really?
Yeah, I love their tuna sandwich. I thought I was eating healthy. I'm not exactly sure about that. But, the bread, I thought Subway's bread was fantastic. And, yeah, I was there, and I don't know. I paused for a minute to go to Quiznos because one opened up around me, but I don't know. I just haven't been back to one, and I have no desire to ever walk into a Subway again. And I don't know why.
Same.
It's still a healthy option.
Yeah, it is. I never got into it. I'm not really much of a sub guy, but I always preferred like independent mom and pop sub places.
Right.
And then I gave it another chance when Jared Fogle used to come on our show once a year.
Right.
And he was extolling the virtues of their turkey on wheat with no condiments so you could lose weight. And I'm like, oh, cool. This guy seems like a nice guy. I'll give it a try. Turns out it makes you molest kids.
Well, that's what they say. The jury's still out. Out of the sandwich chains, which one did you like the most? I think Jimmy John's. It's Jimmy John's and what's Firehouse?
Firehouse is really good.
Firehouse is really, really good.
Yeah, really good. There was a place in Orlando that I don't think they had over here called Sobix, Sobik. That was delicious. I like Jimmy John's. Quiznos got me with the weird commercials they used to have. Do you remember the weird commercial?
No.
So Quiznos had a commercial with these, like, I don't know if they're squirrels. You don't remember the weird?
Maybe if I hear it. No. But off the
Spung Monkeys.
I don't remember that. Huh?
This was the weirdest. Hold on one second. The weirdest commercial campaign I've ever seen.
Dude, I don't remember this.
They are tasty, they are crunchy, they are warm because they toast them. They got a pepper bar.
Quiznos new Santa Fe Trio stuff.
That stuff looks good, though.
It got me. Like the weird-ass commercials got
that
me.
was circa what?
That had to be...
I have no recollection of that.
Like 20 years ago, I think.
Okay, all right.
That pause and then they got a pepper bar. Every single time.
What's that?
They got a pepper bar.
Quiznos new.
I was like, I got to check this place out.
Was that what Ian Beckles owned? Was it a Quiznos? He had a sandwich shop. He owned a sandwich shop. I think it was Quiznos.
Ian Beckles?
Yeah, I could be wrong though. And finally, the Abercrombie and Fitch ex-CEO found incompetent for sex trafficking trial. Got lucky. Michael Jeffries' attorney says the 80-year-old has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So, did you ever watch that documentary on Abercrombie and Fitch?
No.
I always mispronounce Abercrombie and Fitch, yeah. And how they, sold kind of sex. Obviously, everybody knew that, how they were kind of discriminatory against fat and black and other people.
You only see skinny-ass young white people.
Yeah. I always felt very, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? Very intimidated to even go in there.
Same.
Yeah.
It's all for skinny people.
There were some beautiful girls in there.
So hot.
Yeah.
And boys, too, am I right?
Yeah.
All right, so I Googled Ian Beckles and restaurant owned. A lot of it is Dignitary Cafe.
I'm positive he owned a sandwich shop, and I'm 99% sure it was a Quiznos.
2008, retired Buck radio host, a regular guy after 10 years in the Ian Beck in the in the NFL. Ian Beckles is busy with charities, family, and clothing store. I just totally forgot this. Kayla left Jared Fogle in the lobby the last time he came to the station, and I mean when I say left him there, like left him there for a half hour. Jared from Subway.
So she'd forgotten about him?
Yeah, like she was supposed to go get him, left him in the lobby for a half hour. One of our coworkers' kids no, I'm just kidding. he left. He didn't come on the show.
Oh, he did?
And he got busted not too long after that. I had totally forgotten about that. Thanks to Gio for the reminder.
Jared hanging for 30 minutes? Come on, man. He's a sandwich czar.
By the way, big ups to Gio on finishing that 5K. That is no joke.
Absolutely.
I did not know that they were going to have to go up and down ramps and stuff like that. Good Lord almighty.
I thought I heard Calta finished it before anybody.
Now, come on. That's not nice.
Okay, that's the moment.
Hello there. Who are you? I say hello. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. It's Robert. How you doing, buddy?
Very well, Robert. What's going on?
Hey, I was just saying, you guys were talking about submarine sandwiches, and people tend to forget that Publix is such a big player now in sandwiches.
Nobody forgets that. Publix, the pub sub is the most overrated, in my opinion, the most overrated sub sandwich that you're going to find. But people love the hell out of those damn Subway or Publix subs. I don't get it.
They do. Because they're delicious. Every time I go out on the boat, that's what we get.
You know what? There is something to be said for boating. A lot of people who do enjoy the nautical life take pub subs out there with them on the boats. Maybe that's why they're so big.
Well, that's why we like them.
Yeah. A lot of people do. What's your go-to pub sub?
It's the classic, the ultimate.
Okay. They usually have some specialty sub. They'll have a Buccaneers special or whatever.
A lot of people like the buffalo chicken sandwich sub.
Like the chicken tender sub?
Yes,
that's too much meat. Yeah. Too much bread.
Too much carbs,
Yeah, I don't understand. There was a place down in Sarasota, Munchies 420 Cafe. They do stoned out subs with mac and cheese on it and stuff like that.
Weren't they on the show where you can eat? The fat guy.
Yeah, Adam Richmond.
Yes.
Who's now struggling with health issues. Hello.
Hey, Drew. Blimpie.
Is that what Ian Beckles had? A Blimpie?
Yes.
With the Blimpie bluffing?
He
How do you remember that,
He has many stories about that.
Yeah,
through Ron and Ron.
Yeah.
Or Ron and Ian.
I got you.
When I was saying Quiznos,
All right.
I'm like, that
Thank
sounds too classy for what it was that he owned. And I knew, yes, Blimpie. He owned a Blimpie.
There was a Blimpie Bluffin', which was the breakfast item at Blimpie. The egg, cheese, your choice of sausage, bacon, or ham, served on an English muffin or bagel. They called it the Blimpie Bluffin'.
Did Blimpie ever have a good run? Were they?
Blimpie, I only remember because they used to share space with Polar Cup in Orlando. Remember Polar Cup, the frozen lemonade?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You could go into a combo. It was like a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, except it was a combination Blimpie.
That's an odd. And Polar Cup.
By the way, you've heard the combination Pizza Hut Taco Bell song, haven't you? By Dos
Yes.
Francis.
Oh, yes.
It's worth dusting off. Hello there. Who are you?
How's it going? My name's Evan.
What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Hey, there's a Primo's in Naples.
Primo's in Naples?
Yeah, that's a pretty good spot.
Check it out. Greatest song ever written. Poignant lyrics. Not repetitive.
I'm at the Pizza Hut.
What?
I'm at the Taco Bell.
What?
I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
I'm at the Pizza Hut.
What?
I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Wait, we're at the Pizza Hut.
What?
We're at the Taco Bell.
What?
We're at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
We at the Pizza Hut.
No.
We at the Taco Bell.
No.
We at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
What? We at the Pizza Hut. That Taco Bell. That combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Wait, I'm at the Pizza Hut.
That was hilarious.
And so on and so on. Is that the Mo Better?
That's the Mo Better.
Thank you, Mo.
You're welcome, Drew.
When we come back, not if, but when we come back, Target really bowed to public outcry, and I don't think that they have a line of Pride merchandise this year. Walmart, unfortunately for them, is catering to the LGBTQ crowd. And I say unfortunately because they have sparked a social media uproar just weeks ahead of Pride Month with their cringy, cheesy LGBTQ apparel. Some calling it corny, which is one of the bigger insults in the urban community you can give these days. When we come back, look, as a champion of the LGBTQ plus community, I support all things LGBTQ. This merchandise is cringy as hell. When you hear the slogan they came up with and put on a shirt, I think you'll agree it's pretty repulsive. And it's got nothing to do with homophobia. It's got everything to do with this cringy-ass T-shirt that they're putting out.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Accident activity continues in Town and Country, where there's a wreck westbound on Hillsborough Avenue near Hanley at Town and Country Boulevard. There's also an accident along Linebaugh Avenue at Tranquility Way, which is near the Veterans Expressway. Interstate volume is a bit more manageable than usual for this time of the evening. That's also the case through St. Pete as well as in Hillsborough. And we appear to be in good shape along all the Bay Area bridges. This is Jim with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Rate lock renews automatically to current rate after 60 days or any time upon request. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped for. Sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most, selling your home fast and for the most money. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
Let there be light and red dots. Make your plans to get the Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 10th. Will is unloading deals on Surefire flashlights and red dots from Aimpoint. Surefire are the preferred flashlights for the military and law enforcement. And if you have not seen the Aimpoint red dot, they are the best red dots, period. Don't miss Aimpoint and Surefire Day. Only at Shark Coast Tactical, Saturday, May 10th. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday and open online 24/7. Shark Coast Tacticals on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Hal to say ya.
O'Reilly.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month. Then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials. Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Metallica's No Repeat M72 Tour invades Raymond James Stadium June 6th and 8th. 2 shows, no repeats. Catch Metallica with Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills on Friday night, and then Sunday night with Pantera and Suicidal Tendencies. Metallica, no repeat weekend. Win tickets at theboneonline.com.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's meteorologist Valerie Mills. Most of us will remain dry the next couple of days with only a few isolated storms for inland areas during the late afternoon and evening hours as the sea breeze gets going. Otherwise, we remain partly cloudy, warm, and rather humid with a low of 70 tonight, a high of 91 on Tuesday, with more impressive storm chances returning late in the week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Call Biggie trash again, kid. Relax or take notes. Biggie and Eminem from 2007.
Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke, gun smoke. Biggie smoke for mayor, the rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfucker, say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the in the face, take her Gucci bag and a North Face off her back. Jab her if she act. Funny with the money, oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't wanna rape ya, I just want the paper, the visa, capisha. I'm out like the vapors. Who's the one you call Mr. Macho? The head honcho, swift fist like Kumacho. I got so much style, I should be down with the stylistics. Make
What a jam. Overlooked Biggie jam right there. So we did not give a prize to the gentleman who called with his Narco Corrido song because he hung up. So that means I've still got one for today. And I'm going to give it to you if you can come up with a cheesier, cornier slogan, T-shirt idea than Walmart came up with its LGBTQ apparel ahead of Pride Month. Now, you may know Target under fire because so many families are like, oh, my God, how dare they sell T-shirts that promote gay pride? Well, TikToker Brace Face Pineapple called out Walmart for its corny LGBTQ apparel, sparking a social media uproar just weeks ahead of Pride Month. This is the dumbest shirt. Okay, so the first one they came up with, instead of bye babe, like saying goodbye babe, they have bye babe, B-I, like I'm a bye babe, like I'm a girl who gets with girls, which all girls do. You're all bisexual. We know.
Stop it.
So
in the charade.
Exactly. We know you all love it. The worst one by far is not LES with a picture of a B-A-N. That's somewhat clever. Lesbian. The worst one is instead of como estás, it says homo estás. So dumb. So dumb. Homo estás.
Estás in Spanish means what again?
It means como estás means how are you?
How are you? So
I guess homo estás means are you a homo?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right.
Yeah, or homo I am. Are you?
Right. Like, como estás is how are you? So homo estás is gay are you? So I was just trying to think of like cheesy expressions that could be tweaked a little bit to make them cheesy gay expressions. Like, for example, it is what it is. If you could tweak that a little bit and make that gay somehow, I don't know how you do it. I've been racking my brain and I can't come up with anything. One gay at a time.
One gay at a time, yeah.
800-771-1025. Hello there.
What up?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. You said you were looking for the worst slogan on a shirt you've ever seen?
Homo is us. Well, no, that's not at all what I was saying, but go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. Back when I was a little kid, 9 years old, my father, may he rest in peace, bought me a shirt with the Trix Rabbit on it that said, silly F word, dicks are for chicks.
Wait, hold on. Wow. Your dad.
That's what I said, wow.
At what age did your father purchase you said shirt?
I was about 9. I think he took me down to Los Olas Boulevard so we could do some drinking. And I remember having that shirt put on me quite a few times and thinking back, terrible.
Might have come off a little bit homophobic, huh?
Just a little bit. But all right, guys, love the show. You guys are doing great.
Thanks, man.
Did he say I was about 9 so he wouldn't have took me down so we could do some drinking?
I think he said that, yeah. Which I don't know if I believe that or not, but I do remember seeing a shirt that said silly F word, dicks are for chicks. Little insensitive. Not quite what we're looking for here today.
Right. That had to be back from the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Times were different then. It's fun to put snap, crackle, pop into your butt. Hello there. Who are you?
I don't remember that one at all.
Yeah, me either. I was just trying to keep with the cereal. I go cuckoo for Coco, COCK. Hello, who are you?
Mike.
What up, dude?
What about Lesby Friends?
Lesby Friends. It's a good one.
Sure.
Hello there. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Drew.
Hi.
Mo.
Hey.
Sir.
Hello. I send you messages sometimes over Instagram when I'm listening.
Thank you.
But
What's your name?
My name's Christian.
Hi, Christian. How are we doing today?
Oh, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Awesome. Thank you. Having a super Monday. Appreciate that.
Heck yeah. I'm glad. I think you and Mo would appreciate this shirt. So it has the Unknown Pleasures Joy Division.
Oh.
Album artwork.
Like that, the wavy lines and whatnot?
Exactly.
I saw one that had that, except it was all straight, and it said, somebody ironed my Joy Division shirt. I thought that was really funny.
It takes it a little step further. I have one that has that, and then it says The Cure Disintegration.
What a great troll. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but a great troll. 800. In other words, it's the famous Joy Division logo, but it says The Cure Disintegration. So that Goss would look at it and go, oh, that's not the Cure album cover. Oh, conformist. Hello. Drew Grabo Live.
Hello, how you doing?
What's up?
Love you, Drew.
Oh, I love you too. Who are you?
I'm Andrea, but Mike called. You talked to me based on.
I love it. Better than a joint Facebook account, a joint phone call. Who cheated?
No cheating here.
All right.
But
What's up?
I got a saying for a shirt.
Yep.
Throwing back prices, not gay slurs.
What? Roll back prices, not gay slurs. Yeah, no.
Too wordy.
Homo is.
I think it's starting to grow on you.
I hate that it is. I really hate that it is, but homo is sus. Really, I can't say it and not laugh now. And it's all in rainbow, like the homos in rainbow.
Oh, of course.
I might have to buy one of those. Hello.
They won't last long.
No, corny ass shirts.
Hey, Drew, hey, what if you just stick with one that's already going?
All right.
And just go with McDonald's, I'm loving it, and then just put a circle at the bottom of the arches.
Or instead of I'm loving it, I'm loving DICK. You know what I'm saying? There you go. 800-771-1025. Drew Grabo Live. Hello.
It's kind of cheesy, but never leave your buddies behind.
Not bad. Not bad.
I like that one.
There's something there.
Yeah, something there.
Something there. You need a little tweaking. 800-771-1025. That guy who called named Christian, of course. What about like They Not Like Us, and then you have like two dudes boofing each other, or one dude boofing another dude, or
Right.
There's something like Not Like Us, the Kendrick song. I don't know how.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
I don't know if they have a broad enough appeal.
Yeah. I see dead people. I think it was a year ago this song came out. Drake's been dead for a year now.
He a free throw man down. Call her Amber Lambs. Tell him breathe, bro. Nella to the cross.
Drew Grub Live. Hello.
So what's up with these?
Hey, just to clarify, down to Los Olas Boulevard so he could do some drinking, not we. I just got on a stool to watch the drink.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him.
800-771-1025. Gay woman slams Walmart over cringe LGBTQ merchandise.
Let me ask you something.
Yep.
In light of the people that are rolling back, even putting out LGBT, should you be saying a word?
No.
You really ought to be applauding them.
Correct.
Correct.
If you're a gay person, you should be loving the fact that they are having gay shirts at all.
At all.
Yep. If it's cheesy, lesbian, homo, estas, you should be like, at least they have the cojones to sell gay merchandise. Hello there.
How you guys doing today?
What's up?
How about come to the gay side? We have rainbows.
There's something there.
No, it really isn't.
No, there's nothing there. I tried. Hello there. Who are you?
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. How are we doing today?
Better than some, worse than others.
Oh, I love that. You had that locked and loaded. Sup?
Yep, I did. So I think it should say, come to our place or the place, and then where everybody knows your name, like everybody, like but.
Oh, no.
You know?
No, you're on to something there. Queers, where every butt-y knows your name.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's so...
Yes, queers. Yes, come. Yes, you got it. Thank you.
Sure.
That was it. Yes, yes. Come to queers, where every butt-y knows your name. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's what I do.
That's it.
I take your terrible ideas and turn them into palpable ones.
I mean, look, she had the foundation.
Yeah, hold on one second. Let's see if there's a Cheers theme instrumental.
Has to be.
All right, yep, there is. Hold on, stand by. I'm just thinking on the fly here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Making it gay in the world today, it takes everything you got. When you're a dude, see another dude, and you think he's hot. Wouldn't you like to give him a blow? Sometimes you want to blow. No. Second. Something
cautious.
there. Damn it.
Real cautious.
Yeah, no, you're right. There's something there. Homo estas. Don't worry, be gay. No, that's not it.
No.
Gay, queer, happy new queer. 800-771-1025. Haven't heard anything prize-worthy yet, but queers, where every butt-y knows your name, almost worth a prize, as sad as that is.
I love that one.
That's pretty good, young lady. And, again, according to Walmart's website, the store has more than 130 pieces of Pride Month apparel, including, all right, now I like this, including a shirt reading, oh, my God. Let me see if there's a clean version of the song. Okay. Here we go.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Straight out the closet. Another one says, less is more.
I like it.
Homo Estas is probably the worst one I've seen.
It is. I mean, in light of the ones that are really, really good, Homo
Yeah.
Estas is just kind of.
I got to. I'm going to go to Walmart.com and see if they are still selling this stuff because, again, they should celebrate the fact that they are offering this stuff.
100.
And we're out of time. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you very much for listening. Always hit us up on the social media. Cat name Mo, Drew Garabo on Instagram. Stick around for the best of the Mike Calta Show. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3 with John's Joints and 4 with this real show right here.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 102.5 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Accident activity continues in Town and Country, where there's a wreck westbound on Hillsborough Avenue near Hanley at Town and Country Boulevard. There's also an accident along Linebaugh Avenue at Tranquility Way, which is near the Veterans Expressway. Interstate volume is a bit more manageable than usual for this time of the evening. That's also the case through St. Pete as well as in Hillsborough. And we appear to be in good shape along all the Bay Area bridges. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction. Your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through May 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. I don't know about your math skills, but that seems like twice as much to me. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. And Golden Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They've got the largest selection. They're family owned and operated under one roof. That's why they are the premier destination for jewelry for any budget. The Weintraub family will walk you through the process and make it super easy and downright fun. Golden Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, right off 275. You can check them out online at goldanddiamond.com and make sure you get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th. And as always, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Better Than BOGO is on at Superheat Air and Plumbing. Get up to $3,000 in instant savings on an AC system, but only through May 10th. Book today at superheatandair.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped for. Sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most, selling your home fast and for the most money. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Please listen carefully.
This program was recorded at an earlier date and time. The content contained here may be out of date in context. Listener discretion is advised. 102.5 The Bone.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this? This is happening!
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey, wake up, stupid!
You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
Check 1, 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All systems are go.
Make some noise!
3, 2, 1.
It's the Mike Calta Show.